All right, so we got called in on this 2002 Toyota 4Runner. Customer concern is that once they start the vehicle, it stalls immediately afterwards and it will not stay on. So let's see if we can confirm the customer's concern. All right, so we're inside the vehicle now. So let's see if we can confirm the customer's concern that the vehicle starts and then stalls. I hear the water pump priming, the fuel pump priming. Oh yeah, it's definitely running rough. It's not liking something. All right, so let's run some codes and see what we find. There's the idle. All right, let's take a look. All right, so right now I'm running a code scan. Sorry for the glare. I know it doesn't look too well, but we'll see what's ailing this truck. Based on what codes come up, then it's gonna give us some type of direction as far as are we making a right or are we gonna make a left turn. Okay. So give me 1 minute here. All right, so now we're finally doing the scan. Let's see what's going on with this vehicle. Okay, so we got multiple misfires, 75. These are history, P0300. 75 misfire. Engine control system, ABS. All right. Voltage. All right, so we're looking at definitely multiple misfires. So we're gonna go and take a look and see what's going on with this vehicle. But let me take a look at live data, see what I'm seeing. Let's go through this. Coolant temp sensor. All right, so I'm taking a look at the coolant temp sensor just to see where it's at. Right now it's detecting 77 degrees. Right now it's not exactly 77, but it's close around that area. Short term, long term fuel trims at 19. Engine speed 86. Max airflow 0.35. Throttle position sensor. So the fact that the mass airflow sensor is giving me a rating of 0.35 just with a key on, and it just kind of will fluctuate. It fluctuated right now between 3.5 and 3.4. Oh, 5.7, 4.6. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. Throttle position sensor. So I'm definitely going to take a look at that. Wow, mass airflow went all the way to 6. Yeah, that's not good. Air fuel ratio. Okay, that's about right. As far as the air fuel ratio sensor, 3.3 volts. That's usually what Toyota has for the air fuel sensors. 3.3. Fuel save on. Throttle. All right. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a quick test. I'm just gonna disconnect the MAF sensor and see how this vehicle runs on with it disconnected. Let me go take a look. I'll be right back. All right, so I disconnected the mass airflow sensor. As you can see, the intake air temperature went to minus 40 degrees. Let's just see how it runs without it. It's gonna go on default values, but I'm curious. Definitely started right up. Right now, like I said, it's running on default values, so it's definitely the MAF sensor is the issue here. I'm just gonna let it warm up, see if we can get it into a closed loop. I doubt we could because the MAF sensor is disconnected. But let's take a look at this. Let's see if we can find it here. Trying to look through this screen, small little screen. Yeah, here we go. Fuel loop system. Okay, sorry. Show. All right, so it's gonna stay in open loop, but we'll see. We're gonna give it about 5 minutes. I'll bring you guys back. All right, so far it's staying in open loop. When I give it a little bit of gas, you guys can hear it. It's accelerating fine, but like I said, it's in default mode. I'm gonna cycle the key real quick and see how it responds. I'm just gonna cycle the key twice. Alright, so definitely a MAF sensor is a problem. It has multiple problems, but that's definitely one of them. Alright, so here we are. ended up replacing the MAF sensor because it had erratic readings just with the ignition on, engine off. And as we can see, look at the fuel trims. They're correcting already. -17 and +19. I mean, it's doing really, I mean, that truck feels really nice right now. So let's go take a look at the MAF sensor. MAF sensor is reporting 5.25 grams. Throttle position 15%. I think that's a little bit too much for me. I'm definitely going to recommend a throttle body cleaning. Let's look at the oxygen sensors. Okay, bank 1, sensor 2. Okay, I just don't like this fluctuating that much, but let's see, it might be in close open loop still. Let's take a look here. So I'm looking for the actual, the fuel. There you go, fuel system. So it's in closed loop now. That's good. Let's take coolant temperature 161. Oh, it's settling in really nice. Feels really good. I'm gonna take a look at the fuel trims. I mean, actually at the oxygen sensors as well. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. There we go, short term. So oxygen sensor, bank 1, sensor 2. Here we go. That's the one I'm looking at. I'm looking at the air fuel sensor, bank 1, sensor 1. And let's take a look at this bad boy here. Bank 1, sensor 2. All right, so let's see how they respond. Let's see if we can graph them. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so here we go. And it's looking really good. The fuel trims are perfect. Oxygen sensor. The only thing I don't like about oxygen sensor, the rear, it it's fluctuating too much. That's kind of a sign that the catalytic converter may not be working well. It should be at a steady either 650 to, or I would say maybe 750 to 800, maybe, or 650 to 750. Well, actually, it's holding steady. It's at 740. Never mind. Let me take that back. It's looking good though. I think that's the fix. The problem with this vehicle was the MAF sensor was erratic in its reporting, so it's really good. Firing on all cylinders. All right, pretty much that's it. I'm done with this diagnostic. Definitely appreciate you all joining me. Subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, or my question to you all is, how would you attack this diagnostic? It was a crank start, but it would stall. Where would you go first? The first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to just have the key on, see what the data was reporting, and I noticed the MAF sensor all of a sudden went from 0.3 volts or millivolts to 6.4 and 4.3. I was like, oh yeah. So the first thing I wanted to do was to take a look, make sure it had power, grounds, make sure that the 5-volt reference was there, and everything that sensor required to operate effectively was there. So that led me believe to the MAF sensor being defective. But thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys the next time.